Shall we pay Miss Daphne another visit? I find myself wondering how the young lass fares. If you would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you seek.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Would you mind coming over here? We have arrived.
Oh, it's not right. It doesn't make any sort of sense. The doctor examined him afore and said he'd be better with a bit of medicine. Yet e'er since he came here, he's only gotten worse.
I understand how you must feel, but you must see that your son's health continues to wane. There is no medicine that can heal him outright. He requires proper treatment. I am caring for him as best I can. I beg only for your patience. However, if you truly cannot entrust him to me, perhaps you would care to take him home with you instead. Mayhap convalescing in a place familiar to him would aid his recovery. Of course, I would be sure to visit him as oft as I am able.
Home, you say?
Dear, we are pressed enough as 'tis.
All right, he stays. But pray, bring my son back to health.
I will look after him. I swear it.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
What should I do? Will he truly be all right?
That woman's taking advantage of us, she is. She knows full well we've nowhere else to turn.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
My heart hurts just thinking about it.
Sir, ought you not be in... Ah, forgive me. You're not a patient, are you? I suppose you must be a visitor. 'Tis a pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Eleanor. I have the privilege of serving as abbess here. I regret that I cannot offer you a cup of tea, but I'm in the middle of making my rounds of the patients. Not to mention, I have to find the means to procure more medicinal ingredients. Oh. You wouldn't happen to know someone willing to brave the roads, would you? I know 'tis perilous, but there is one ingredient in particular we cannot afford to run out of. You would procure it yourself? I am grateful beyond words, sir. In that case, might I trouble you to bring me some miasmite? The slums are a bane to the body's humors, and its residents are oft prone to illness. We do what we can with what little we have, but we're always short on helping hands. Your aid is most appreciated, sir. May your search prove fruitful.
Tell is, miasmite can be harvested from phantoms, monsters that wander the world a night.
Yes, of course. I see it now.
My head hurts just thinking. Thinking about it. Must be bed for the guy. I don't know what to do. There's no telling it.
I shall gladly aid you if 'tis within my power.
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes?
Indeed. Tell is, there's been a shift in the chain of command.
Got any good story?
My days are spent in solitude.
That's quite enough. I don't know what to do.
I fear I cannot condone this.
Let it end. I don't want to think anymore.
Only through prayer. Further my devotion.
You aren't living, I say.
I like to come here.
A moment's rest. I've never known such acts.
He's been pretty kind to me. Bleeding rogue. In the end, 'twas all for naught.
What should I do?
Yes, sir. Have you procured what I asked? Splendid. You've my gratitude. Unfortunately, I can give you little more than that. Forgive me. Ah, but in place of a reward, mayhap I could give you a tour of the premises. Only if you've the time and inclination, of course. What say you? Would you? As servants of the gracious hand, we provide whatever treatment we can to those unfortunate who are stricken by maladies. Yet, at times, 'tis not enough. Perhaps you will recall the parents who were here when you first arrived. An unfortunate pair. They've suffered no few hardships in the slums, and now even their poor son Lubomir has fallen ill. By chance, he was examined by a roaming man claiming to be a doctor. Yet so, he was put into our care.
It seems Lady Elena means to give us a tour of the gracious hand. Might we not take her up on the offer?
Here he is. This young man is Lubomir. We've been administering the medicine recommended by the doctor who examined him, but he has yet to show any sign of recovery. To be perfectly honest, I doubt the soundness of that so-called doctor's judgment. After all, there is no shortage of ne'er-do-wells out there, willing to claim their medicine the only cure, that they might inflate its price. But I suppose I ought not say such things so openly. At any rate, I'd best continue on my rounds. Pray, stay as long as you wish. Come, come. We've medicine to prepare. We've enough to make a fresh batch now, thanks to a kind donation.
Psst! You there! Help me! Listen, the sisters here are good to us, but I'm growing weaker day by day. It started with a slight fever, and now I can scarce lift myself up. See that empty bed? An old man was lying in it till just a few days past. He told me he was feeling better, that he'd be well enough to leave anon. Mayhap I'm just imagining things. I hope that's the case. And yet, something isn't right about this place. Pray, should you hear any queer rumors about the gracious hand, come tell me of them, won't you? I'd see to it myself, but I can hardly move.
Shall we pay Miss Daphne another visit? I find myself wondering how the young lass fares. Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Might you be a friend of Lubomir's? He's seen better days, hasn't he? There has been talk of sending him down to the basement, should his condition fail to improve. That is, the basement sick room, where our most critical patients convalesce under the abbess's care. None of the other sisters are permitted entry, including myself. Teles, she gives the patients a special medicine. I know not what kind. At times I hear strange cries and moans drift up from below. Which is to be expected. Those who come here suffer all manner of afflictions, you see. And yet, a part of me is afeard for them.
We have reached our destination.
What should I do? I'm dead on my feet. I don't know what to do.
I've not got food atwixt my teeth, had I?
What to do? What to do? Hoy, Arisen! Say, have you heard about the state of the river? Do you know the river close by the church? Well, it's come to be full of muck and filth and all sorts. That's a problem for the church, as it draws from the river to make holy water. The water's so filthy that it's going to take twice the amount of gold ore to purify it. I was thinking you could help the priests by finding some gold ore. After all, it wouldn't be good for anyone if the church ran out of holy water. I was hoping you'd say that. Thanks ever so much. I'll help too. I'll look for gold ore every place I can think of.
Now we seek gold ore. Though 'tis sold in shops, mining some ourselves might prove the better choice.
Right you are.
Does Sir Lubomir know of this basement sick room, I wonder? Mayhap we ought to ask him about it.
So, the worst of us are taken to the basement. Mayhap that's the source of the queer voices I hear at night. And none save the abbess can enter? If the gracious hand has a secret, 'tis the abbess who keeps it, I reckon. You've done this much for me. Would you be willing to go further? I must find out what goes on down there. You've my thanks. I just can't stomach the thought of lying here not knowing. Of course, all the better should your search come to naught. But if you do find aught amiss down in that basement, it must be the abbess's doing. Should you find evidence fit to implicate her, will you help me see to it that justice is carried out? See, I've already reported my suspicions to the Sentinels, and we've arranged a signal. If you apprehend the abbess, they'll know to come and arrest her. So I beg you, sir, find the evidence you need, if it exists to be found.
To get to the bottom of what is happening at the Gracious Hand, we shall have to acquire evidence of any misdeeds.
Right you are.
Pray, follow me. How might we enter the basement sick room?
Well said.
Here we are.
This is a place of prayer. Do keep your voice low.
I spend my days in quiet reflection.
Suppose you're all right.
I do hope naught befalls Lubomir. I should like to see him walk out of here in good health.
Boy, Risen! Have you found any gold or... yet? That's all right. I'm sure it doesn't grow...
This harvest is a plentiful one. My greens are second to none.
This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Let me alone. I'm not... Let me think on this.
Same as the one afore it.
This is no place to compose my thoughts.
I haven't seen my husband in some time.
If you've naught to say, I'd best...
Well met. This here's the sack. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Interested in my wares?
This might be worth a read.
Shall we take a closer look?
How might we enter the basement sick room?
Splendid.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
magic and view your weapons with the fury of the elements.
Pick up every little thing you find and your pack will soon outweigh you. Well, I know it, yet I cannot seem to resist.
Ah, yes. That sounds familiar.
We are under attack!
I dare say we could sell this for a fair amount of gold.
Whether or not we make the sale is for the Arisen to decide.
How might we enter the basement sick room?
Splendid.
Danger might lurk anywhere. Wear every shadow and mind the ceiling.
Remain alert, and naught shall catch us by surprise.
How might we enter the basement sick room?
Well said.
I have noticed that the abbess goes out every night without fail. Perhaps you could wait for her to leave and slip into the basement sick room then.
I need it. I need it. I need more medicine!
Oh, someone help me. Jahan? Bruno, where have you gone?
I will use this opportunity to gather my strength.
Mayhap 'twould serve us well to track down the former patients mentioned in these records of treatment.
Right you are. We have aught we need to deliver, do we not? Let us find the intended recipient.
We ought to make the delivery now, lest it should end up lost or misplaced.
I quite agree.
Well met. This here, I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff.
What's your business with me, cos?
Elena. Ah, yes. The abbess of the gracious hand. A fine woman by all accounts. I was in her care once myself. But I must admit, I've always felt there's something off about her. You see, I was only a little under the weather when I entered her care. But then I started getting sicker and sicker till I was certain death would come for me. In the end, I survived, but methinks I was one of the lucky few. So many died down there. And once, I saw her, the abbess, meeting with a strange man. She handed him a large parcel, all wrapped up. And he gave her something small in return. You'd think 'twere medicine, but I'd not have bought medicine from a man like that. They were whispering, but I did hear one of them say aught about keeping quiet. 'Tis well suspicious, eh? Where'd they meet? 'Twas in the square in the eastern part of the common quarter, and always a night, as I recall.
Lady Eleanor's a goodly person, a saint-like. Her earnest care saw me back to full health. I wavered between life and death for quite some time in that basement sick room, and she watched o'er me through it all, bless her. Can't say as I miss that basement, mind. 'Tis an eerie place, dark and shadowy, filled with the moaning of the sick. Suppose 'tis only to be expected, given the state of those assembled. I'm sure I was moaning too.
I shall wait.
Only through prayer can I further my devotion.
No sense straining myself.
Is there naught I could have done?
Here.
Aye, this is plenty. Lord Phaesus is like to be in your debt. Nicely done. Suppose it can't have been easy to procure this much so quickly.
You suppose wrong. I command their full faith. 'Tis simple for me to extract what I require.
Ha! You're a fearsome one. Here's hoping I ne'er end up in your care.
Enough. I gave you yours, now you give me mine. I'd not be seen here with you.
Ah, of course. Wouldn't want to hurt the Lady Saint's image in the eyes of the common folk, would we? Here's your special medicine.
Glad we understand each other. Till next time.
Aye, be seeing you.
This is not the first we've heard of Lord Phaesus. What could his aim be, I wonder?
I'm not sure what we're dealing with here.
Over here, if you please.
A moment's prayer can do a world of good.
A common reward, frustratingly so.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
We're better prepared than we might have hoped. What we need is already to hand.
Just remember, I've somewhere to be.
'Tis my duty.
We have arrived.
You're back. Pray, tell me, have you found anything? These look like records of treatment. Johann and Bruno. I know these two. They left here not long ago, fit as a pair of fiddles. I recall them being especially meek to the abbess. Mayhap that's what got them out safely. At any rate, they may know aught of use. Loath as I am to ask more of you, perhaps you would speak to them in my stead?
The pursuit of betterment is an endless journey.
Nothing ever seems to happen around here.
Any loose coin about? Enough to make me heading home. Ah, that's right.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
Aye, that Lady Eleanor is a good...
As I recall, the two shared a few...
Am I going to make...
How dare you?
Grant me courage, I shall gladly aid you if 'tis within my power.
You're back! Pray, tell me, have you found anything? What? You found a medicine used only in the basement sick room? I don't like the sound of that. Do you think... Could I trouble you to look into this as well? Mayhap you could show it to the doctor I saw afore coming here. Radcliffe, his name was. He's staying in the rest town. Pray, sir, do what you can. I must know.
Methinks we would do well to bring this medicine to Sir Ratcliffe, the doctor over in the rest town.
Right you are. Shall we bring the medicine we discovered to the doctor over in the rest town? Mayhap he can tell us of its effects. Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Should I get up to today?
Need anything?
I always draw the short straw.
Shall we get some rest then?